All right, here we are. One more match before the championship match. Let's hope I don't fumble it at the goal line again. I'm going against Kirk. I like Kirk. I've worked with Kirk a lot. We're friends. If I'm going to lose, I wouldn't mind losing to him because I'd like to see him get a shot at the title and win. But there's a little kink in it, and that is the fact that whoever wins this will be going against my partner, Joseph Olivas from Wyld Stallyns, for that championship. So yeah, I'd rather go because I think that'd be a fun match to play against my partner, and it would guarantee that one of us is double belted, which I'm told will be the first time since Paul Oyama, which, that's some pretty good company. Well, we'll see if it happens. Good luck, Kirk. Let's have some fun.
Well, Kirk, here we are. Semifinal.
Here we are, and this is it. And this is going to be boring for anybody who wants to see, really hot promos with, people good at it because, repeat what Brian said. We love Brian. We respect Brian. We respect his game. He's one of the best at this. It's great to be playing him at this point. And yeah, like he said, no, I want to move on here. I want that belt. I had that one shot at it. Didn't really go my way. I'm eager to get back. If Brian wins, I'll be rooting for him. But this match, I'm rooting for me.
Yeah, Brian's a friend of Cinema Asylum. He's a training partner of ours. We hang out, we talk, we BS about movies all the time. This is Rocky versus Creed. You two are going to go at it, and you're going to go until one falls. You guys are destined to do this forever. This is just round number 2 for you guys. It's going to be a great match. May the best man win. May there be no weird things that happen in this match. Just like 2 of the best movie trivia guys go at it, and may the best one come out. I hope it's my boy Kirk, but if it's Brian, good luck to you, and I hope you end up winning the whole thing if you pull it off. But Kirk, this is yours. You're ready to go. Let's get this belt.
Let's do it.
Welcome, everybody, to a brand new episode of Full Metal Trivia Singles Edition. Yes, we are still on the road to the championship, and we are in semifinal number 2, and we got a great match for you guys here today, but I cannot do this alone. I am Sandy Sandman Robinson, but I need somebody to help me in this one, and I have one of the best. He is a fan league player, but he moved up to the big leagues. He is Schmodown player Adam Collins. How you doing, Adam?
Hey, Sandy. Excited to be back at Full Metal, at least in a hosting capacity. It's good to see everybody again.
How you been enjoying your time, getting used to the Schmodown and all the people that are involved there?
I've been working hard to break the ice behind the scenes, helping my faction mates study for these tournaments, and it's been a great way to get to know everybody, and other people in the league have been very inviting. But I don't want to forget my roots, and I want to stay involved in the fan leagues as much as possible. So excited to host this match between two of the best players that fan leagues have to offer tonight.
Absolutely, and I'm glad you brought that up. We got Brian, the Macguffin, Michaels, and Kirk, the Consigliere, Kowalkowski. I mean, these guys are at the top of the standings for a reason. In any other circumstance, this would be a championship match all on its own with these two guys. What do you know about these guys, and what do you think the outcome could be tonight?
I think this is a toss-up match. I think both guys acknowledged as much in their packages. A lot of respect there. Yeah. I'm interested to see what this comes down to, but I watched both matches they played before this. This can be very competitive. The thing about these guys is if one of them gets an early lead, that's really dangerous, but they're also both really great at playing from behind when they have to, whether that's in teams or singles. So I'm just excited to see how this shakes out.
I agree. Well, enough jabber jobbing with us. How about I get some people in here to start a fight?
Let's do this.
All right, introducing first, with a record of 6 wins, 1 loss, and a strength of 70s Al Pacino. He is Kirk, the Consigliere Kowalkowski. And his opponent coming in with a 5-2 record. He has a strength of 90s Christian Slater. He is Brian, the Macguffin, Michaels.
You said that with a little more disdain than Pacino. Come on.
No, that's because, I think Christian Slater was only around for the 90s, but, all right. No, he was in the 80s too. That was awesome. All right, guys, you guys know the rules. You guys are going to Adam's going to read you the rules right now. I'm just going to remind you of your 3 repeats and 1 challenge throughout the match. Adam, read them the rules of round number 1, please.
All right, gentlemen. Round 1 rules. Every competitor gets 8 questions from 8 different categories. For each question, they have 15 seconds to write an answer down. After time is up, competitors will show and say what they wrote. A correct answer is worth 1 point. If a competitor answers all 8 questions correctly, they will receive a bonus question.
All right, guys, you know the rules. You have any questions before we get on to this?
Nope.
Good luck to you both. Adam, question number 1, please.
Question number 1. In the category of drama, in Copland, who plays Freddie Heflin, the sheriff of the New Jersey town where the film primarily takes place?
You know, it doesn't work the same way in Canada. We don't vote for sheriffs, I don't think. I wanted to be a sheriff one time when I was a kid. Thought it would have been cool.
Yeah, well, I'd love to meet a Canadian sheriff.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Kirk. Kirk, what'd you have?
Sylvester Stallone.
And Brian.
Sylvester Stallone.
Both correct. Off to a great start. Good job, guys. Question number 2 comes in the category of biopics. Renee Zellweger stars as the author of a children's book, Peter Rabbit, in what film? I'm a big fan of Peter Rabbit.
The animated film?
No, the book.
Oh, okay. Fair. I figured as much. Had to work it in somehow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's awesome. Brian.
I'm not certain on the title. Is it Miss Potter?
And Kirk.
I said Finding Neverland.
Miss Potter is the correct answer. Brian takes a 1-point lead as we go into question number 3.
All right, gentlemen. Question number 3 in the category of directors. Who directed and also stars in 1981's Reds?
I like this movie a lot.
Couldn't quite pull off Best Picture that year, but a lot of people feel like it should have.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Going back over to Kirk.
Warren Beatty.
And Brian.
Warren Beatty.
Both correct. Warren Beatty is, of course, the star and the director of that movie. Good job, guys. Category number 4 is in recent releases. What disorder does Lionel have in motherless Brooklyn?
I haven't had the pleasure of seeing this one.
I'm with you. I haven't seen it either.
Pleasure being a relative word from what I understand from most people's feedback.
Okay, guys, I got to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heads down. Brian, what'd you get?
Yes, Tourette's.
And Kirk.
Yeah, I'm off on the spelling, but I said Tourette syndrome.
I got you. Perfect. Both correct on that. Question number 5.
All right. In the category of classics, in what country does Casablanca take place?
I just rewatched this movie and it's all right.
Yeah, a lot of people feel like it holds up.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Repeat.
Okay, repeat. All right, on the wire. We're right on the wire.
In what country does Casablanca take place?
Got that right as I was finishing my 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. We are going to go to Kirk.
I got it wrong. I said Turkey. I couldn't pull it.
And Brian.
Morocco?
Morocco is the correct answer. All right. Now we're going to go into question number 6, and that is in the category of comedies. In Monty Python and the Holy Grail, what did the knights who say "me" first require from King Arthur? I can just picture the scene right now, just laughing.
Yeah, I don't want to vamp too much on this.
No.
Although I think these gentlemen might have an idea.
I think they might. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brian, you went to your board pretty quick.
A shrubbery.
Kirk.
Somehow this is funny. Shrubbery.
I'm glad you admit it. Thanks.
All right, both competitors got
We're
that
all
one
excited
correct.
to hear you both say it out loud.
That's right. All right, question number 7.
In non-U.S. films, Paul Verhoeven directed Isabelle Huppert as a businesswoman who tracks down the man who brutally took advantage of her in which 2016 drama? This is a good film.
Yeah. Wow, both people. Brian and Kirk going to the boards fast. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. We are going to go to Kirk first.
I didn't have it.
And Brian.
Is it Black Book?
Unfortunately, both of you are wrong. What was the answer, Adam?
L-E-L-L-E.
Okay then.
All right, guys. That did it for Brian's perfect round that time. So we don't have an extra question, but we do have one more question left in this category or in this round, and it is in the category of, you guessed it, plot summary. Name the film. When a man finds out that his insurance won't cover the heart transplant that his son is in dire need of, he takes the emergency room hostage until the transplant is done. And they were both finished that before I even finished the question off. So I'm just going to tap my foot to the clock and go on talk like this until I go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go back. Let's go to Brian
John Q.
and Kirk.
John Q.
Both finished on a correct note. Awesome job, you guys. All right, guys, we're going to take a short time out here while we calculate the scores before we move into round number 2. Stay right with us. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back from that short break, and after a quick score calculation, we have Brian leading Kirk 7-5, but we are going to go into round number 2, and round number 2, as we know, can change the fates of any competitor. Adam, can you read the rules for round number 2, please?
Absolutely. In round 2, the leading competitor will decide to go first or second. The player going first will bet on either red or black. The wheel will be spun and will land on either a category or a color. If a color is spun, the competitor with the corresponding color will choose a category for themselves or their opponent. If a category is spun, the competitor can choose to take it or respin. If they respin, they will have to stick with whatever category the wheel lands on at that time. From the category, the competitor will receive 4 questions worth 2 points each. Multiple choice is available, reducing the point value to 1 point. Opponents can steal points available if the question is answered incorrectly.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. All right. So, Brian, that means with you leading going into round number 2, you can choose to go first or second.
I will go second.
Okay. So that means Kirk is going to go first. And I will bring your manager in right now.
All right.
All right, Kirk. So you are going first. What color would you like to choose?
We'll take red.
Red. So that is black. All right. Okay. So I'm putting you on your color. We have everything right there. Are you ready for your first spin?
Let's do it.
All right. Oh, it's spinning around. Oh, that was close. And it lands on animation.
What are you thinking?
Probably spin again on that one.
I personally think.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here I like better.
Yeah, I think so. I think you do okay with
Yeah.
animation, but I feel like there's more
Yeah.
chances you got to do some damage.
There's stuff on here I like better.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna spin again.
Let's go again.
All right. It's spinning.
Write it down.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It relands on animation. Ah. All right.
It's what it is.
Sure, you got it. You're fine.
Okay. Adam, do you want to take these questions for Kirk?
Certainly. All right, Kirk. For round 2 in the category of animation, question 1. In Toy Story 4, what type of location do Woody and Bo Peep meet Gabby Gabby at?
Oh, it's like a secondhand store.
I would say that's it says antique store, but I would say that counts as the same thing to me.
I'm gonna take that as a correct answer. So 2 points for Kirk on that one. Good.
Not to put you in suspense, Kirk. I just wanted to make sure I was.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Hold on one
Okay.
second, guys. I'm sorry. Half hour. Sorry.
Yeah, it shouldn't be any longer than that.
Okay.
All right, question number 2 in animation. Who voices Mr. Gristle in the Box Trolls?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Nick Frost, B, Chris Rock, C, Simon Pegg, D, Tracy Morgan?
Say Nick Frost.
That is incorrect. Brian, did you
Jennifer
want to hear a repeat of the options?
Just the options, please. Yes.
Okay. Is it A, Nick Frost, B, Chris Rock, C, Simon Pegg, D, Tracy Morgan?
Simon Pegg.
Also incorrect. It's actually Tracy Morgan, if you can
I
believe
almost
it.
said that too.
Rings a vague and distant bell in my memory. All right. Question number 3. What is the name of the city that Mike and Sully live in Monsters Incorporated?
Monstropolis.
Wow.
That is correct for 2 points.
That's a big ball.
All right, nicely done. Moving on to question number 4. In Despicable Me 2, what is the name of the bakery that Gru and Lucy use as a disguise for their headquarters?
I'll go multiple.
Is it A, Bake Me a Cake, B, Bake the Honey and Run, C, Bake My Day, D, Bake Me an Offer?
Bake My Day.
That is correct. Good work.
Nice.
Tried to
ball.
say those with no emotion whatsoever.
Well, Adam, you know what? He, went to multiple choice, didn't get that second question, but didn't lose any points on a steal, and then worked himself through that other one. So leaving himself a
Challenging
good spot
questions,
there.
too.
And yeah, they weren't that easy. All right, Brian, you are up, and your color is black. I have started you right there. Are you ready for your first spin?
Let's do it.
Looks like roll call.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right. All right. All right, I will read these ones as long as I can find them. Oh, shit. There we go. Okay, and just before we start Brian's turn here, I totally forgot to do something. So the round 2 categories that they've had to choose from are Norman Jewison, animation, These Hallowed Halls, movies set in college, action adventure, Oscars, Rachel Weisz, 2000s, Strike a Pose, movies with fashion, roll call, psychological thrillers, and the 2-strength category, 70s Pacinos for Kirk and 90s Christian Slater for Brian, and of course the red and black on there. Brian, you've chosen roll call. Are you ready for you can't change your mind? No. Are you ready for your first question in roll call?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. Question number 1. What film features a cast that includes Jon Favreau, Joe Pantoliano, Jennifer Garner, and Kevin Smith?
Kevin Smith, you said?
I did. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, repeat on that.
Okay. What film features a cast that includes Jon Favreau, Joe Pantoliano, Jennifer Garner, and Kevin Smith?
Daredevil.
For 2 points. Oh, no, for 1 point. No, for 2 points.
No,
For two,
Just 2.
no.
for 2 points.
I was worried it might be Electro. I wasn't sure.
All right. Question number 2. Jeffrey Tambor, Anthony Hopkins, and Brad Pitt are featured in what film?
Oh, which one?
5, 4, 3.
Meet Joe Black?
For 2 more points.
I didn't remember Tambor. I was afraid it might be Legends of the Fall.
It's surprising that both of his answers have finished with a question mark on both.
Because I have 2 choices for everyone.
All right.
Don't let him fool you.
Question number 3, your second to last question. Name the film from the following cast members: Vincent D'Onofrio, Dax Shepard, and Vera Farmiga.
I'm multiple choice on that one.
Okay, your multiple choice options are A, Parenthood, B, Up in the Air, C, The Judge, or D, Chips. Five, 4.
The
3.
Judge.
That is correct for 1 point. All right. Your final question in roll call. What film has a cast that includes Brad Dourif, Mary Steenburgen, Mandy Patinkin, and James Cagney?
James Cagney?
5, 4, 3,
Multiple choice.
2. Your multiple choice options are A, Ragtime, B, Maxie, C, Melvin and Howard, or D, Heaven's Gate.
I honestly haven't a clue.
4,
Melvin and Howard.
3. That is unfortunately incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal. Kirk, your options again are A, Ragtime, B, Maxie, C, Melvin and Howard, or D, Heaven's Gate?
I'm gonna say Maxie.
It is unfortunately also incorrect. We were looking for Ragtime. Ragtime. All right, guys, that was a really competitive round 2. Both players putting in some points. We're going to calculate some scores and be right back after this. All right, guys, and after some quick score calculation, Adam, we got another close match going into round number 3. We have Brian still in the lead, still up by 2 points, but this time the score is 12-10 as we run into round number 3. How about you read those rules?
All right. In round 3, there will be one question worth 2 points and 2 questions worth 4 points each. There is no multiple choice available, but also no stealing. A wheel will be spun to determine the movie for each question. Players will have the option to respin only one time in round 3, so choose wisely. If a movie has no questions remaining for a respective point value and a player lands on it, they will get a technical respin. The player behind will start answering questions first. Once that player ties or moves ahead of their opponent, the other player will get their first question. Each player will go back and forth answering their questions until a player is mathematically eliminated.
Awesome. And the movies that they were given beforehand to give them some study time are The Grand Budapest Hotel, The Burbs, The Shawshank Redemption, Black Christmas, 1974, Die Hard, Friday, The Wizard, and Bad Times at the El Royale. Kirk, you are 2 points behind Brian, so you will need to go first, and we will bring in your manager, and I am just going to pull up the wheel for round 3. All right. Are you ready for your first spin?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. And a spin is spinning. Well. Die Hard.
Respin.
I think we take this one, right, Sean?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Boink. All right, so your first. Okay, so Adam, you want to read these questions to Kirk?
Sure. All right, Kirk, your first question for 2 points from Die Hard. Who plays Thornburg?
William Atherton.
For 2 points.
And ties the game. All right, so that means we're going to move over to Brian for his first spin to take back the lead. Brian, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Bad Times at the El Royale.
I'll keep it.
Okay. All right, let me just, it's already down, it's totally down. All right, your first question worth 2 points to take the lead back. Who plays Darlene Sweet?
Cynthia Erivo.
And he gets back in the lead with that. That is the correct answer. This is a heck of a match. All right, Kirk, we are back to you. I will bring Sean back on. Are you ready for your first 4-point spin?
Let's do it.
The Wizard.
Why not, right?
It's up to you. It's up to you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, The Wizard. For 4 points. What does Nick see someone have of Jimmy's in a rest stop that clues him in that they might know where the kids are going?
His ball cap, his baseball cap.
For 4 points.
4 points in the lead again. Wow,
Big
look at
Wizard
this.
fan here.
There we go.
That's me.
All right.
I would have known.
All right, let's get Sean out of here. And Brian, your first 4-point spin. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Shawshank Redemption. I'm just going to put my phone down.
No, I'm not sure. It's actually the only one I didn't rewatch for this match. I know a lot about it, but you know what? I'm going to respin.
You're going to respin? Okay. All right, here we go. Here. Next. Your respin is in.
And again. Okay.
Bad Times at the L. All right. Looks like I'm going to get an education in this movie that I still haven't seen yet. So, Brian, your first 4-point question in Bad Times at the El Royale. Aside from the film, what does Darlene throw into the fire before she leaves the hotel? Five,
I literally
4, 3,
repeat.
2. Okay. Second repeat. One more after this. Aside from the film, what does Darlene throw into the fire before she leaves the hotel?
I literally rewatched this whole movie except for the last scene. Oh my god.
5, 4, 3.
Her wig.
2. That is unfortunately not the right answer.
I just lost the game.
The correct answer is the hotel ledger page. All right, so
Congratulations, Kirk.
we are going to stick
Not done yet, man.
with Brian for your spin. Your second 4-point spin. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. There we go. All right. Around it goes. The Wizard. All right, Brian. In The Wizard, what is the name of the video game contest?
Video Armageddon.
For 4 points and back, I believe it's tied now.
No, I'm up by 2, but
No, he's up by 2.
if he gets it right, he's going to win. So.
That's right. Whew. All right, so here's how it stands. You just heard it from Brian. With the miss in the first 4 point, it gives Kirk the opportunity to deal his own fate card. Kirk, are you ready for your spin in order to win the game?
Yep.
I'll bring Sean in. Nope. The Grand Budapest Hotel.
I'd say no. It's up to you.
I just watched it last night.
Are you confident? There's so much stuff in this movie.
I am.
Are you more confident in picking this over any of the other ones for another plot question?
I mean, I think it's all pretty even, to be honest with you.
All right, gonna need an answer, guys.
Your choice then.
Yeah, let's go ahead and respin it.
Okay. All right.
Might as well use it.
The Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Make
All
sure
right.
to take me out. Make sure to take me out.
Yeah.
You'll be back. Don't worry.
All right, Kirk. Your second 4-point question in the Shawshank Redemption. What is rule number 1 in the prison, according to the warden?
No blasphemy.
And your winner, moving on to the championship match, Kirk, the Consigliere Kowalkowski. Absolutely, it is no blasphemy with the winning shot. We are going to get right after this. We are going to go jump right into questions. We are going to start with our unfortunate second place finisher, Brian Michaels. Brian, you played a great match all the way up until that last question, or that first 4-point question that you had. You said you'd rewatched it recently, but not the last scene. And of course, the question was,
I blame my wife for this loss. She never wants to watch the movie with me, and she came in while I was watching that, and she got really invested in it, so she wanted to watch it with me. And then it got to 5-10 minutes before the end of the movie, and she had to go do something. So she goes, "Stop the movie! Stop! I'm to watch it without me." And then I never got back around because I was watching the rest of the movies. I never got around to finishing it. So it's her fault. I didn't watch the end of this movie again.
Well,
is
you almost made it. You almost made it. It could have been, Full Metal Tag Team Championship Civil War. But you know what? You played a great match. You played a great tournament so far. How do you, what do you think about what the rest of the tournament's going to look like? Joseph, and now you Kirk.
I'm very conflicted. It's obviously I'm happy for Kirk. Obviously, I'm real happy my partner is on the other side of the bracket. I don't know how it's going to go, though, because, if it was like me versus Joseph, I think it would be like me versus Kirk, where our tastes are very different. So it would be, kind of a matter of the questions are going to decide who wins. But that's two people who actually, I think, very similar tastes. So that is going to be, I wouldn't doubt if it goes into overtime.
Well, you know what? You still have one half of the tag team championships of Full Metal. We're always so pleased that you guys are the tag champs. You guys are class acts. Adam, did you have anything else to add?
Impressive match all around. Score changed a couple times by my count. This is exactly what we expected. I also just want to know which one of these guys was the 1989 president of the Wizard Fan Club.
I actually didn't see that movie till last year, and it's just every bit as bad as I thought it would be. Oh,
it is a commercial, but good job.
It is a commercial.
It certainly is. Well, Brian, thank you again so much for participating in the tournament. It was a pleasure watching all the matches that you've done so far. We look forward to seeing what you do in teams, but also what we see from you guys, from you in our regular season coming up right after this tournament. Thanks again, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, and we're going to bring in our winner and his manager right now. Kirk, you did it. You got back to the freaking championship round. You don't have to face Jeremy the Atom Adams. You got to face Joseph Olivas. He's a buzzsaw in his own right, but that is for another day. How are you feeling today, and what do you think about your performance?
The first 2 rounds, especially round 1, I wasn't thrilled with. And like Adam said, coming out those 2 points for Brian coming out of round 1 were huge. And then I did better than I expected to in animation, but when Brian spun roll call, I expected to be down by maximum amount of points I could be down by. Then I think it was 5 points. He would have had lead on me because I know how strong Brian is in that category. So I was lucky to be as close as I was going into round 3. And Brian and I are two guys who don't miss much in round 3. So I wasn't very hopeful. I was just going in and go score as many points as I could and see what happens. And it comes down to literally 5 minutes of a movie. That sucks. That breaks my heart to hear Brian was that close to none. I mean, that was a rough question too. I watched the whole thing the other day, and it took me a second to get there to get what that was. So either way, that was a hard question for him. But all respect to Brian. He played a great game, and now it's just time to move on.
Yeah. I mean, it was one of those things where Brian is basically an honorary member of Cinema Asylum. He trains with us. We train him. Obviously, this match, we didn't train with him because obviously he's going against my partner, Kirk, so I wasn't there to help him. And it sucks that it had to be a movie that was honestly my pick. But Bad Times Over Royale is my movie I put on the wheel. And I would have made sure Brian would have known that if it was his match against anyone else but Kirk. He would have known that
answer. So much worse.
I'm just saying it's one of those things where it's just the way it is. And Kirk, I said, we're dangerous from round 3. We were even going into this going, whoever's winning round 2, that's probably it. Because I knew both of you guys were going to probably sweep the 10. And it just didn't work in that situation. I'm glad you listened on the respin for Budapest. Because we went over that question literally an hour before this match. Yeah. I glitched you with 150 Shawshank questions before this match and that Wizards question. So I'm glad that you listened to me on that. It was a great match. I was nervous the whole way through. Brian is obviously one of the best guys out there. We wouldn't be training with him if he wasn't one of the best guys out there. And I know he's going to be there for Joseph, and I'm going to be here for Kirk, and it is going to be a fantastic championship match. I cannot wait. I know Kirk's going to be stressed. I'm going to be stressed. I'm sure Brian and Joseph are going to be stressed. But either way, it is going to be a fantastic championship match for everyone to watch. And it's been a great match in general between these two. And these two are going to play each other again, whether it be us in teams against them or one-on-one. This is definitely not the last time these two are going to go head-to-head. So
absolutely,
you ready for more of this?
Absolutely. Adam?
Yeah, no, I mean, after all of that build up, I'm stressed out about the next match. No, it was seriously impressive. A real, just a real scrap, as we'd say, the kind of thing we like to see, and a lot of respect on both sides, which is also nice to see.
Absolutely. You guys are a treat to deal with every single time I host a match with you guys. Thank you guys so much. Good luck, Kirk. You've got a tough test ahead of you. I know you're up to the task, Absolutely. And I know how hungry you are from your last time going for that championship. So I expect nothing but the best out of you. It's going to be an amazing match, but you are going up against one half of the tag team champions of Full Metal. So I know you're going to study. Good luck. I look forward to watching that match.
Thanks, everybody.
Adam, well, there you are. Your first semifinal match for the tag team or for the singles championship of the world. How'd you feel about it overall today?
I've been keeping track of this tournament as much as I can. I've seen most of the matches up until this point. Definitely saw these two guys' matches. And again, exactly what I expected. A great match, really tight, a lot of knowledge on display. And they're two of the best studiers for that final round. So that was pretty nail-biting in round 3. Good stuff.
Yeah, and they know the game so well. Like, it's not just the question answering. They know how to play, being able to decide to roll again and then to trust his partner and to take that spin and then get the answer that, eventually pushed him to the win. So, it was a pleasure having you. Anytime you want to host and you want to hang out with us, all you have to do is hit me a message and we'll get you in there for the. But thank you very much and good luck in your career on the Schmodown.
Thank you so much, Sandy.
Absolutely. And that's going to be it from us here at Full Metal Trivia. This has been an amazing match, but it can't be done just by the two of us who are getting some FaceTime up here. Our question writer and his team, Andrew James Barr, thank you so much. Our editing team, Jeff Varu, Nick Carley, Amaro Moses, and Hunter Chombliss. Thank you guys for all the work you guys are doing in this tournament. Thank you to all the fans out there. I know you guys are watching this because I check the views and you guys are enjoying the matches that were put on there. Like and comment. If you haven't seen us and you're not subscribed to us, subscribe because we really want to put out great content for you guys every single time. But that's going to be it for us. I am Sandy the Sandman Robinson, and as always, have fun, watch movies.